Mi gente, ¿cómo estamos? Con Latin Evolution Radio Round 1. What's going on? People here from Minneapolis. I'm really happy today to have somebody with me. A really, really amazing guys. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be an explosion. We're talking about fashion. We're gonna talk about the LA. LA. We're gonna talk about Miami, New York. Things are going crazy right now with this guy who's flying all over for Fashion Week. I know he's going to Fashion Week in LA. And this is, one of my good guys here, I'm telling you. And I have a lot of surprises for you here in round one. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is a blessing to have here a guy who's really inspired me. It's something that I do love, that is fashion. And I have my buddy here, Savan, with me. Savan, talk to me, buddy. What's going on?
What's going on, man? I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me on your show today. I appreciate the support and love that I can feel here.
Awesome. You know what? It's a blessing to have you, man. I really feel humble, because your humble beginnings, man, is crazy. I know your mom and pop, man, they're really proud of you for what you're gonna do right now. Talk to me. I know you're gonna fly to LA. Absolutely. To be in the LA fashion show. I'm telling you, man, it's such a dream of me. Because I'm so into fashion, man. I love that. I love the big brands. Marc Jacobs, Louis Vuitton, name it. And these big guys are gonna be there, with you. What's going on with that? Talk to me, like how excited you are. I know you're heck excited. And by the way, man, I love the suit.
Thanks, man.
I love the suit, man.
SLG, sophisticated.
Awesome.
Y'all know. Located at 300 4th Avenue, Wake Park, Minnesota.
Love it. So talk to me about the LA Fashion Show.
Absolutely. So me and my parents, they decided to help me pursue more of my dreams when it comes to like the fashion and into modeling. So we kind of just dived in, and I'm really excited. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm 100 right now, especially having the support with my father and my mother. I'm excited to just learn from people who are already well established in the industry. Some people I already know, like Don Benjamin, who's one of the top male models, who also came from Minnesota. Awesome. So I'm excited about that.
So talk to me. I know your parents, have a background in fashion too.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I love that, because you have the support of all your family.
Right.
Something that a lot of models don't have.
That's true.
And definitely you have the big support. Man, I know your mama and your dad. I'm telling you, man. I heard the story too, how they used to dress like some big shot guys.
Absolutely.
So talk to me about how everything happens, man.
It's so funny because now we kind of have the new logo, which is sophisticated ladies and gents, dressing up the ladies, dressing up the guys, making them look distinguished.
I know they're flying from all over to meet your mom.
Yeah.
Man, they're flying from. I know they came from Miami the other day too. They were in New York. People who fly just to see your mother, man.
Absolutely.
She's crazy, man.
Yeah. One of the things my parents had done is like they've been asked to do award shows and dress up different artists, like for Stella Awards, the BET Awards. Also, my parents worked with like people in the industry for America's Next Top Model when that show was on the air and running. So my parents have been doing this for over 12 years now.
Nice.
Yes.
I love that. We had to, it's a blessing to work with your parents, man. When you have a full support. I know you have some sisters too. Is that right?
Yeah,
supporting you too. I know. I saw that in the Easter.
Shout out to Zakira.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, come on, man. Shout out to anybody you want. Right. This is the Savant Show tonight.
Shout out to Zakira. Shout out to my cousin Mia. I see you. I love y'all. All my family.
This is the Savant Show, guys. You know what I mean? But you know what? I want to go deep with you. Because in my show, in round one, we like to go deep. We have to punch each other a little bit too. Where do you come from? Everybody wants to know that, Where do you come from? It's like Cloud, Tennessee, Miami. Where exactly you come from?
Well, my parents, they both fell in love in this beautiful state, Minnesota. I was born in Minneapolis, but I also grew up down south. So I had an eclectic upbringing. I think that's what it is.
Now, your parents are from Tennessee.
Well, no. My dad's actually from Selma, Alabama.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, nice,
where Martin Luther King helped march.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's cool, man.
Yes, and then my mom's from a small town, Richmond, Mississippi. Shout out to my family.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh man, I love the South, man. I'm from the South myself too. So I definitely miss my, my sweet tea, man.
Yeah.
Something that we don't have here, man. People say,
Sometimes
when I go to the
sugar.
bars here or the restaurants, I have sweet tea. I don't know what they give me, man. It's like they give me tea with sugar.
Right.
Man, what the heck is that, man? What the heck is that? You want to kill me with that?
Right.
You know, I want some real stuff. You know, your daddy probably knows that too. Is that right? Every time, you know, I was in North Carolina the other day, man. In fact, we went to Tiny Hearts, you know.
Right.
We went to that restaurant. We went to barbecue. Obama was there. I'm telling you, it was amazing. I have pictures with that. And man, I asked for sweet tea, and I was the whole week there, and I asked sweet tea every single moment. My wife was like, "You crazy." No, man, I'm really happy to have you here, man.
Thank you, man.
So, you know, man, so you're from Minneapolis. So where did this dream start? You know, because I know you have to start from somewhere. Where this passion, because you're really passionate. I follow you. You have a lot of followers, you know. You're so passionate about what you do, you know. I mean, you're so really elegant, and that's the reason why, you know, everything is paying to be in LA fashion show. Where did everything start from you?
I think it was like at a younger age. My parents kind of always knew. I love music. I loved how my dad would always dress. He's always kind of had like this distinguished gentleman look. My mom, shortly after, she really just fell into just the fashion industry. So eventually I was like, hey, mom and dad, I want to model. So they were like, okay, well,
how old were you when you started modeling?
On a professional level, 2017.
Well, not the professional level.
Right.
When did you really start, like, your heart started beating? So, you know what? I really want to go fashion.
Oh, well, I think it was like when I was 11, me and my parents were at this mall. I can't really think of it. I know it was outside of Rosedale. It was Rosedale Mall. I'll never forget. And I was scouted. Guy told my parents that they think it would be great for me to make a change and go out to LA and maybe do a few auditions then. So I think then really put in this idea that, hey, I might have something here.
Wow, that's nice. But I know with the background of your mom and dad, you know, I mean, that's something that really like push you to that level. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. My parents always told me, you go hard or go home, you know? they always tell me.
And I know when I talk to you, when I talk to your mom too, she told me that, man, I push my kids to the end. Is that right?
Yeah.
You know, that's a really good Southern mother. Is that right?
That's right. Oh yeah.
What he says gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Is that right?
That's true. When it happens, it's going to happen.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know how it is, man. I know exactly how it is. You know what? But let me ask you one thing. You know, in the fashion industry, what is your biggest obstacles? You know, the biggest walls that you have to go through right now to get where you are right now at this level.
I think it's just consistency. You always have to be consistent on what you do. One of my biggest obstacles is like once I reach one goal, it's not enough. I have to keep pushing and keep moving forward. Like there's always something else for me to do. So I think my biggest obstacle before, it used to be like, okay, no, go to the audition, no, work with a photographer, no, you know, like certain people, and eventually you start hearing it's 100 no's till you hear that one yes, you know.
Exactly. No, I understand that too. But you know what? Right now, let me tell you right now, we are here in the hottest radio station in Minneapolis, man. In Minnesota, Latin Revolution Radio. You had to
Latin Revolution Radio.
Exactly,
Shout out.
Exactly. You know,
Shout out to Latin Revolution Radio.
You are the hottest right now, man. It's really hot right now, and I love the heat. You know, it's something that we like. We claim the heat. You know, in this radio station too. You know what I mean? And you have to download the app. If you see me right now, you have to download the app. We have a full app right now with every single 24 hours a day. You can hear us. You know
also, I want to do a quick shout out to Tiny Heart Studio.
Whoa,
if you want to get some great
awesome.
pictures, I'm trying to tell you, you definitely want to go there, man. I'm telling you, the photographer, just the whole vibe there is great. I'm saying
that's awesome.
The photographer there can do anything, any look that you're looking for, and I'm talking about crisp and precise photos.
That's lovely. I know that. I know you've been there too, and I know you're coming too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, to do some stuff with us too
after LA. Yeah.
After LA. So talk to me about the LA.
LA.
Like, when are you leaving? You know, are you living with the full family?
Yeah,
like,
I'm going with my mom, my dad.
Mom?
My sister's still in school. She got to get her education. So shout out to Kyra.
Nice.
Shout out to the HBCU, Lane College. Yeah. So we're going out there on the 23rd.
23rd?
Yeah.
How many days you living?
I think we're going to be out there till like the 28th or 29th.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So you just want to do the catwalk. Talk to me exactly what's going to happen there. Because everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to know what exactly is going to happen. Right. This is going to be crazy, you know what I mean?
So a great guy. You guys may know him. I'm actually talking to him right now. Gave me this great idea. I think I'm going to like film the entire experience.
Awesome, man. I love that. I love that idea, man. That was JC Campos. No, guys, you cannot miss, you know what I mean? You cannot miss seeing him, man. I'm telling you, man. Savannah, I'm telling you, man, the opportunities the God is giving you are amazing.
Yeah.
And you have to take it, man. You have to take it and run it. You know, what I mean, it's like fishing, man. As soon as as soon as that fish, bite you, man, you just have to bring it in, man. And I think this is a great opportunity for you to jump. All the support that your parents are giving you, telling you it's paying off right now.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to see you walking down that catwalk. You know what I mean? And I can say, you know what? That's my body.
Yeah.
That's my friend right there. You know what? I know somebody in the fashion world finally. You know what I mean? That is big.
I'm excited.
You know what I mean?
I can only imagine how big the runway is going to be. They kind of gave us like examples like online of like what we might be walking.
Nice,
so I'm like
nice.
super excited to see how long and just get to experience being around people from all over the world. People are flying in and out to LA.
That's amazing, man. I love that the energy that since we met a while ago, I mean the energy that you present to your family to showing that what. Definitely, we're gonna do it. And one of the things to tell you, your mom have a store too in Way Park,
That's
Minnesota.
Right. Correct.
Too,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So
Shout out to Sophisticated Ladies and Gents Boutique, 300 4th Avenue, Northeast, Way Park, Minnesota. Definitely, if you want new drip, I'm telling you guys, fellas, you definitely want to come out there and have my dad or myself get you together, get you right. Or for the ladies, definitely want my mom's input on what a lady should wear when she's stepping out or want to impress her man, And
I know you guys, even though you go to LA too, I know you guys are having a fashion show too in the spring. I was thinking with mom something a lot about you.
That's a Fire and Ice
spring
collection.
Spring collection. I love that.
Phase 2. I'm very excited about it. Spring and fall are usually my favorite seasons when it comes to fashion. I think that's when most of the best products of clothing kind of comes out.
Exactly, yeah.
So.
No, and that's when most of the designers bring the collections out.
Right.
Talking about like Marc Jacobs, Gucci. Like they bring everybody out. Michael Ford. They just bring everything out to present that from spring to fall. Come out, let's make it happen. So let's talk a little bit more about you. So talk to me about they give you what you're gonna do in LA.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. Everybody wants to know. By the way, too. I have some people want to know here the main question.
Okay.
The Savannah is married, single, kids, or what? What's going on, ladies, here? What's going on here?
All right. Ladies, I definitely am single.
Wow, nice. I'm sure your mama doesn't hear that. Because she's a fashion designer, so she's picky.
Right. I know.
Oh, my gosh, I know. The fashion designers were picky, man. You know how we are.
Yeah, got to go through moms and trying to get through me.
Oh my gosh, your mom, sister, and dad.
Yeah, and my dad, absolutely. Yeah.
Let me shout out here too the Gato Team Realty. The Gato Team Realty. If you're looking for a house, stop renting, guys. You have to stop renting. Stop wasting your money. You have to connect with the Gato Team, Yvonne and Isaias. They're ready to answer the phone and get you the house that you're looking for too. You can get them at 612-578-9762. You have to stop renting and get your house right now when the lows are getting really, really low. So let's talk back. Let's go back to the LA Fashion Show. Talk to me about that. Whoa, LA Fashion Show.
LA Fashion Week. Yeah, I'm super excited. As soon as we hop off the plane, I know my mom wanted us to get there a little bit early so I can do some sightseeing.
Nice.
To really just take in the city of LA. On the 25th, we actually.
So you can feel your new home. Is that right? Man, you have to believe it, man. You have to walk in faith, man. My dad always told me that you have to walk in faith. Right. You have to proclaim and reclaim what is yours. Yes. You know what I mean? And you have to say it, man. Your words have power. And I do believe that if you continue with the dream and continue believing and continue saying it, believe me, it's gonna be happening. And it's happening because you're here right now.
It is. I'm here right now.
So it's a blessing.
Latin Evolution Radio.
So it's a blessing to have you here because I know that it's big, man. And I'm really, proud of you. I really feel humbled to have you here in my show, man. I know you squeeze me. I know we were talking about you squeeze me in your time. You're really busy too, man. Yeah. Running back and forth with all these crazy things right now, and we appreciate that you're coming to Latin Evolution Radio, man. It's a blessing to have you on our show. We always welcome everybody. As far as like models and stuff like that. High class like you.
Well,
man, I was still telling you, man. I love that suit, man. You have to dress. You're gonna have to bring everybody here to dress us, man.
Absolutely.
I have somebody here right now here in the studio, man. Isaiah Williams.
In
the
the
same
building.
show in the building. You know what I mean? And tell you that guy dresses up really nice too.
Yeah, he
You,
does.
I know he's gonna come to the Mouse Boutique because he needs some help, man. You know, even though he dressed really nice,
Right.
he always wears suits. You know, he need that little touch. You know, to be the next Mark Jacobs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I know he's gonna come to see you. You know what I mean?
Well, I think my
It's-
mom and my dad, as well as myself, is definitely gonna open arms for him and get them together.
Oh yeah.
Take his
Especially
fashion to
your
the
dad,
next,
man. I mean,
next level.
I see pictures of your dad too, man. He's way class, man.
Yeah.
He's way class. You know, I was thinking what your mom did today too, man. When you say like, we went to this party, JC, and everybody looked like crazy, man. You know, they didn't know how to dress, and I was like, girl, you know, you feel like me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, sometimes I go to different shows, and I'm like, hey,
Right.
what's going on with people around me? You know, here right now, you know, I'm with a hoodie, you know, he's home. You know what I mean? So I want to, like, you know, when I'm in the streets, man, I was like, you know, Louis Vuitton, you know, some nice shoes, you know. Come on, man. You have to represent who you are.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
At
And I
all
do believe
times.
that, you know, you
At all
I was showing him a
times.
picture too, when she was in some kind of show, man, and they would look like so classy, man. Your dad was really nice to the time. You know, so you definitely can get that from, you know, that you getting it from.
Thank
You know what I mean? So let's talk about fashion, man. Let's talk about fashion. What's
Talk
coming
about
in
it.
your fashion show? And what's coming for the spring that's coming? Talk to me a little bit more about it.
So we kind of, you know, right now we're just we've been kind of getting the concept of what the direction we want to go, because Fire Nights, the winter show, was definitely a success. Shout out to the Fire Nights winter show.
Nice.
I thought it was very great. Now we're going into phase
It was
two.
a pretty successful show
It
too. I
really
heard that
was.
too.
It really was. I think pretty much from the ground up, my parents, myself, shout out to Malaya as well. She was a part of our team, and I think we really got busy on.
And the
getting
nice part of
advertising.
your show is that you try to connect everybody.
Right.
It's not just about like just one generation, you know what I mean, like one color. It's you guys try to connect everybody, and that's
Absolutely.
the nice part of you
Thank
guys.
you. Thank
You know, and that's what I call about the music. The music, the fashion can connect us. We don't care about the color.
Right.
I don't care if you're Jewish, Black, Latino, Asian. We connect everybody. And that's something that mom was telling me too. It's like, I want to connect everybody. I want to connect my city. I want to connect the next city, the next
Right.
one, the next state. And that's something nice about your parents too.
Absolutely.
You know, they teach you that. You know, it comes in your blood, man. You know,
Yeah.
you can connect with anybody. In fact, remember now, I'm Latino, Jewish,
Right.
and you're Black, man. So we have
That's
and
right.
we're here, bro. We're here.
I think
And I always tell you, you know, when I saw you the first time,
yeah.
guys, let me tell you, when I saw Saban the first time, I really told him that he is the next James Bond. I'm telling you, take a look at this guy. Take a look at that guy there, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Girl-
he did. True story.
you know,
True story.
sexy ladies, you have to call him. You know, you have to, first of all, you have to talk to his mom. You know, to get permission. But I'm telling you, you will be that. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, I wish you the best in that in this fashion show too.
Thank you.
But let's talk about the fashion show again. So talk to me
Yeah.
about spring.
So I
And then
think
you
it's,
continue talking about
very fashion is like really universal, and I think that's what my parents love. They never want like a specific like group of people. I think that's what we were shooting for the last show, is just making sure that the show was diverse. So shout out to the model. I think Olivia, she's a Latina model,
Nice,
very
nice.
beautiful, doing really well right now. She walked our show, and then we also had like several other Latino and white females who came in to walk for us because they had so much respect for me.
And I know you're having a lot of new models coming for the spring show.
Yes, we
Completely
do. Coming
new-
from all
Completely
over.
new crowd. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Absolutely.
crazy. I know you're talking with your mom too, and stuff that you were telling me. You know what I mean? We were talking, and a lot of new crowd. You know, so you know, what I mean, if you're a real model,
Right.
you know, not a wannabe.
Right. I don't want to be. There is a difference.
Because that's a
She's
big
right.
difference. That's a big difference. You go wannabes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm sorry, fellas, but I had to tell you how it is. You know, there's a lot of wannabes out there. You know what I mean? This is some real stuff. You know what I mean? We're talking with real people who really know what they're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But one of the things I want to tell you, too, you know, the nice part of the fashion show, too, you know, right now, you know, you are in something that is completely new,
Mhm.
the LA fashion. You know what I mean? How do you feel?
Absolutely.
How does your heart to go into this place right now and change everything?
Honestly, it's a critical time right now. I feel like in the fashion industry, as well as just in a lot of different aspects of like, we need fresh faces, and a lot of places want newer ideas. They want fresh people. They want people who kind of still have something to bring. And I think a lot of times people are getting tired of like the same recycled things. So I feel like my parents have been, as well as myself, have been pushing and working very hard and trying to change the game in the fashion industry.
And if I was Mark Jacobs, you know what I mean, or
Right.
Andrew Leon, who just passed away,
Rest in peace.
you know what I mean, rest in peace, Andrew. You know, Andrew was bigger than life. You know what I mean? I was big. You know what I mean? In fact, I think I saw his show on Netflix like probably like 10 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was an icon for me, one of the biggest icons of the world. You know, the first I know the first guy who Vogue, who been black.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an amazing story. You know what I mean? He was a chief editor too. He was a big shot. I'm telling you.
I just remember like even growing up and just kind of knowing, you know how you prepare yourself before who you are and what you're getting ready to do. Just watching him on America's Next Top Model, seeing him get people together for the Met Gala. Like I was like, one day I was like, I'm gonna meet that man. Unfortunately, not in this lifetime.
You know what the thing too with him that I always tell people, you know, like when I see, you know, Andrew Leon, you know, he always say like, you know, people don't understand. He used to dress like so dramatic. He was crazy.
Yeah.
He was big in the life, and he always say, I remember seeing, I always say like, he always used to say like, people don't understand when you're in fashion. People don't understand what fashion is.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people don't have the eye. People don't have the looks.
Right.
And that's something that comes, you know, it comes from your brain. It's behind it. You know what I mean? And some people think you're ridiculous, but it really is not.
It's not right.
It's because you're not really fashion. You don't have the eye. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the eye of a carpenter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some guys can say, you know what? I can build a house from that piece of wood. You know what I mean? But when you have a fashion and you're passionate about that, I'm telling you, it's bigger than life. You know what I mean? And that's something that you have a gift. You know what I mean? And your family is gifted on that for generations. You know, something that it's a blessing. Like I always say that too. You know, one of the guys that we just lost to, you know, I mean, African American too. It's the guy from Louis Vuitton. Yeah. My favorite brand. My favorite brand. You know, Virgil Abloh.
Yeah.
You know, who just lost a really young 41-year-old too, man. And an amazing designer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Amazing creator. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, I can see you being one of those guys. As big as those guys, man. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, when I put my eyes, I know where the money gonna be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I wanna tell you, man. I tell you, I can see that coming of you. You know what I mean? And at the same time, the reason why I feel proud of you, man, that I like to tell you in person to you, for your parents too right now, that they're here in our studio too.
Shout out to my mom and dad in
exactly.
the studio with me
tonight. Round one, señores y señoras. Bájate la aplicación de Latin Evolution. Estamos aquí prendidos, estamos en vivo. Estoy aquí con Saban, que va a estar en el LA Fashion Show, señores. Tienes que seguir en las redes sociales. Él tiene Facebook, él tiene Instagram. Tienes que seguirlo en este momento. No, va a tener un show también y tenemos sorpresas especiales de lo que él va a hacer. Su mamá va a hacer un fashion show ahora en Spring y no te lo puedes perder. Así que un fuerte aplauso también, un fuerte saludo también a mi gente del Delgado Team Realty. Va, si quieres, necesitas la casa. Ya no necesitas pagar renta, necesitas casa ahora. Deja de pagar renta y gastar tu dinero, señores. Así que no, conéctate ahora en Latin Evolution Radio, la radio más caliente de Minnesota. So, let's go back to Savannah. No, I need to say it in Spanish, man, because, you know,
I love it, man.
Spanish audience, man, and they love me too, man.
Yeah, what he said.
I know they're watching right now, man, so I want to say, shout out to all my friends right now here, man. I got so many good, you know what I mean, people here saying hi, man. My buddy Ernesto saying hi to me too. Love you, Ernesto. You know what I mean? My buddy Gallo too saying hi, man. You know, say hi to your friend in Ecuador, Savan. You know what I mean? My buddy Gallo, man, he loves fashion. He's always in fashion
right,
too.
Man.
So Savan is saying hi to you, Galito. You know what I mean?
How's it going, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for watching.
All the way from Ecuador saying hi to Savan here too. Oh my God, my uncle Benji too, man. You know, he's a freak Jewish too. He's you know what I mean? He's crazy too, man. He said like, man, got a good show. My friend Jose Maria too, man, said, what's up, brother? You know what I mean?
What's going on, man?
Everybody saying hi to you today, man. I'm kind of happy that everybody follow you tonight. I said, man, let's go back to you, man. Let's go back to you. So I know somebody told me a little secret too. I know you're having probably your own show soon. Is that right?
Well, it was supposed to be a secret, but but yeah, that's definitely something I've always kind of thought about. I've heard it a long time ago, even before being in this spot where I am with you guys. Is people was like, "Hey, man, I see you doing like Terrence J hosting a red carpet, hosting a show, 1 and 6 in Park." So I always felt like I had what it takes to be like one of those like TV personalities interviewing people.
Oh, I love that, man. I can see that too. You know? Because the reason why I say that I have to bring it out, man, is because we need your generation. to reach other generations to teach them. Because sometimes there's a lot of good tools out there,
Right.
but they need to have that leader to like represent something. And I know there's a lot of people there with fashion that they love to be in your show, they love to be part of your mom fashion show, but they don't know the tools. And I think you guys, as a family, as your own brand that you have, I know you can represent that. Guys, if you're looking for modeling, if you're looking for the right clothes you need to wear for the party, you have to call Savannah. You have to reach him. You have to reach his mom. You know what I mean? Because these are people who really know what they're talking about. They're not gonna BS you. They're not gonna bullshit you and tell you to pay you for something that you're not. I'm telling you right now, they have the experience that you want and that you need for the parties and for everything that you need.
Absolutely.
And that's the reason why Savannah right now is going to LA Fashion. It's not because he just like, whoa, I want to go. No, like that. No. Is that right?
No.
Some people feel it's just
only
like,
it was
oh my
that
gosh,
simple.
it was luck. It's not luck. You know what I mean? It's not luck. It's
Right.
a lot of work. It's your parents' experience, and I do believe that if you're out there and you're listening to me, you have to go visit the store. You have to go meet with someone and his family. They're ready there to help you to connect. With the right ideas. If you have an idea, they can put it together. Is that right, Saman?
That is correct.
No.
So again, feel free to come visit us at 300 4th Avenue, Northeast Wade Park, Minnesota.
Awesome. So tell me about the new plans. So right now, I want to know what's new for you. I know the very show is coming.
Right.
I know you're thinking about, I know it's in your works.
Yes.
So that's really hard that I have to bring that. It's out of the oven. It's hot of the oven right now. You're cooking it.
It's definitely being, some things are being marinated with that.
And I know your mom is coming to the show to visit you once a month or something like that. That's what I heard too. So I know I want to hear it. I know she's got to be ready too. Your parents, you're going to be a blast to have them there.
So you guys, if you love me, you're definitely going to love the people who created me. So I can't wait for you to hear them on the...
and I really want to hear it because, the experience, man. Something,
right.
The experience is such a value, man, that we lose.
It is.
And there's nothing like the experience, man. It's people that can tell you really what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And right now in these times, man, you need that, the experience. Guys, I'm telling you, it's the value that you have, man. It's amazing, bro.
Thanks.
So what else you working, man? What else? What are the plans after the LA Fashion Show?
After LA Fashion Show, we will the Smiths, the SL&G Corporation. We have to get really busy on the late spring fashion show. So it's really just jumping into that.
So if I want to be part of the LA, if you want to be part of the spring show,
yes.
Right now, how do I contact you? What do I need to do? Do your picture? Do your headshots?
Thank you for asking.
Do I need to bring some clothes? You guys gonna give me the clothes? If I want to be part of that, how do I connect myself?
So
how do I check that with my friends?
My guys at Latin Evolution Radio.
Woo!
Everybody from Latin Evolution Radio who might be interested in modeling for our show, I do have some exciting news. If you would just submit a 1-minute video stating your name, also giving us your sizes and why you think you would be a great fit for Sophisticated Ladies and Gents, and you will email it to dressitup32@yahoo.com, or you could just inbox me on my social media, which is on Instagram, The Real Zavon Kari. You can have an opportunity to walk for us, as well as we're actually giving one special model, a brand ambassador position.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what we decided to do.
Love that. So what, I need to say something. Why Kari at the end?
Why would Kari?
Yes.
Zavon Kari. That's my middle name.
Is that right?
Yeah, and so I kind of felt like, especially when I started focusing on my modeling, I was like, Zavon Kari. I was like, it kind of sounds like a big name.
Sounds like a name, man. Sounds like Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Like Jacobs, you know what I mean?
Right. So I kind of just stuck with it.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Man.
Shout out to my grandma and my auntie Shauna for giving me that awesome name.
Man, I'm telling you right now, man. It was a blessing, man. It's been a blessing to have you here in my show, man.
Thank you, man.
You understand how I was waiting for this day, for this opportunity to have you here. You know what I mean? Man, I wish the best for you. My best desires are for you to fly to LA to walk the catwalk, man. Represent us.
Absolutely.
Represent the generation that you have, that you think about doing what you're doing right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you have a lot on your shoulders, man. So you want to make sure when you walk that catwalk, man, see that, there's a lot of people like you that are younger than you,
right,
that they want to be where you at.
I just
if they
want to
don't have that
tell
opportunity.
all the younger people who definitely, especially young men who kind of want to get into the fashion industry and they may not be in the safest place mentally. I just want y'all to know that y'all are able to do anything. Anything's possible. I'm telling you, with just a little hard work and dedication. And sometimes people don't realize that there is someone who loves them around them. It may seem like whatever dark place they're in, they can't really see it, but it's there. Somebody's there that really care about you. So it's not about numbers all the time. It's about the right people.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. You know what I mean? Like you have so much on your shoulder. You know, there's a big generation. You know, looking at you right now, not just in social media, everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they want to represent you. You know, you're representing them too. And I want to make sure, you know, when you walk that catwalk, man, say like, you know what, this is for my people, this is for my friends, this is for my parents. You know what I mean? It's a bigger dream, man. So, you know, my dream is in you. And I know I'm gonna see you walking down, and I want my video. I want my video. I want my. I want my video. I want my video. You know what I mean? Guys, everybody who's who's following me on Instagram, thank you so much for watching this show, man. Round one, Latin Evolution Radio. Download the app right now. I'm telling you, this is the hottest radio.
Latin Evolution Radio.
Guys, this guy's gonna be in LA Fashion Show, walking the walk. I'm telling you, man. I'm so blessed to have you here tonight. You know what I mean? And thank you so much for coming to my show. I know you squeezed me in your small time that you have to, and I know. Thank you for your parents to join me here tonight too.
Shout out to my parents.
Yes. You know what I mean? And this is a brand new house. So thank you, everybody. You know, I know thank you for Isaiah Williams, you know. Isaías Núñez también por acompañarnos aquí en la radio. You know, Isaías, you know what I mean? Like, he's always helping us, man. You know what I mean? He sacrifices for us too,
man.
You know
man.
what I mean?
I appreciate everything. I see you was over there
it's
doing
a blessing,
things,
man.
so.
It's a blessing to have you here with us too. And I'm telling you, thank you, all you guys, to follow us. You know, keep follow my buddy Savan. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put the link in the bottom so you can follow him too. You need to connect. And if you're looking for the Fashion Spring Show, you know, I mean, they're gonna be ready for you. So, you know, send him an email. You know, find him in the social media, because if you want to learn how to dress up, if you know how to walk, you have to be in that show. Guys, thank you so much, Saban. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here with me. That's what I was. I'm so excited, man. You know, thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. Guys, take care. This is Latin Evolution Radio Round 1. See ya 7:15 again. Take care.